गुड मॉर्निंग मेरे प्यारे बच्चों. होप यू आर ऑल फाइन. टुडे आई स्टार्ट विथ a new topic, code of pharmaceutical ethics. Code of pharmaceutical ethics. Prior to start with the code of ethics, we should know the meaning of ethics. So here we are with ethics. Ethics, a moral of science. Ethics, code of moral principles, also known as science of morals. Means ethics is basically a moral science, moral principles, also known as a science of morals. Here we are with morality. Morality का मतलब क्या होता है? When we talk about moral science, तो moral means what? Moral means good conduct. Moral means good behavior, good consciousness. Means what are your conduct? What are your behavior? This comes under morality. आपका कंडक्ट कैसा है, आपका बिहेवियर कैसा है, ठीक है. लॉ, everybody know about law and order, law and order, law and order. Law. Since we are as a pharmacist, we have to always deal with a human care, health care. So here we are with the law, the rules of human conduct binds to all persons, whether in the state or in a nations. किसी राष्ट्र या राज्य के में रहने वाले सभी व्यक्तियों के उनके ह्यूमंस के कंडक्ट को बाइंड करके रखने का लिए लॉ एंड ऑर्डर इस्टेब्लिश किया जाता है. Law and order, rules of human conduct, rules and regulation, how we will rule, we will maintain the human conduct. There are rules and regulations to maintain the human conduct, which binds to all the persons, all human beings, either in the state or human or nation. Pharmaceutical ethics, नाम से समझ में आ रहा है कि ऐसा एथिक्स, ऐसा मोरल ऑफ साइंस, मोरल प्रिंसिपल्स which deals with what? Which deals with pharmacy. Which deals with pharmacy professions. So, जब आपसे कोई पूछता है what do you mean by pharmaceutical ethics, तो definitely आप बोल सकते हैं ethics which in relations to the pharmacy professions. Ethics which is in relations to pharmacy professions is called pharmaceutical ethics. Ethics within relation to pharmacy professions is called pharmaceutical ethics. Here we are to categorize code of pharmaceutical ethics. First of all, code of pharmaceutical ethics is formulated by Pharmacy Council of India (PCI) to guide each and every Indian pharmacist. When we comes towards the classification, how we classify the code of pharmaceutical ethics. So to classify code of pharmaceutical ethics, conduct of a pharmacy professions in relations to different field. So here we are, relations of a pharmacist with his job, first category. Second category, relations of a pharmacist with his trade, with his organization, जहाँ पे वो काम करता है, जिस फील्ड में है, pharmacist with relations to his fellow pharmacist, अपने कलीग के साथ में उसका रोल एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज. Pharmacist with his relations to his physicians with medical professions. Pharmacist with his professions in the field of pharmacy. And pharmacist in relations with his general public. So these are all the roles and responsibilities of conduct. इसी के बेस में हम कोड ऑफ फार्मास्यूटिकल एथिक्स क्लासीफाई भी करते हैं. रिलेशंस ऑफ ए फार्मासिस्ट to his job, to his trade, to his fellow pharmacist, to his physicians with medical professions, role and responsibilities towards his professions and towards the public, general public, towards the customers. So here we are with the pharmacist in relations to his job. What are the role and responsibilities of any pharmacist in relations in regard to his job? So first of all, pharmaceutical services, conduct of pharmaceutical pharmacies, handling of prescriptions, handling of drugs. So pharmaceutical services. Services means what? What are the essential services you are as a pharmacist, the responsibility of each pharmacist to dispense the drug to a specific persons. So first of all, the area where you are going to service as a profession of a pharmacy, that premises should be registered. Pharmacy premises should be registered. मेडिकल की शॉप जो आपने खोला है, सबसे पहला, being a pharmacist, you should be registered in a pharmacy council. ये फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंस ड्यूटी है towards each and every pharmacist. Emergency medicines and common medicines should be supplied to the patients without any delay. So, since every pharmacist has to deal with human health care, so हमारी प्रायोरिटी होनी चाहिए, फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट प्रायोरिटी होनी चाहिए कि हमारा प्रेमाइसेस, फार्मेसी की प्रेमाइसेस या मेडिसिन शॉप जो है, इट शुड बी रजिस्टर्ड अंडर द फार्मेसी काउंसिल। सेकेंड फॉरमोस्ट ड्यूटी ये भी है कि इमरजेंसी मेडिसिन, एसेंशियल मेडिसिन, इमरजेंसी मेडिसिन एंड कॉमन मेडिसिन should be supplied to the patients without delay। बिना लेट हुए, बिना डिले किए हमें जल्दी से जल्दी emergency medicines and common medicines should be supplied to the patient। Second, objectives to conduct of pharmacy, to maintain the conduct of pharmacy, errors of accidental contamination in case of preparations, in case of dispensing and supply of medicines should be checked in a pharmacy। So, conduct of pharmacy, इसको कैसे मेंटेन कर सकते हैं? हाउ वी विल रेगुलेट द कंडक्ट ऑफ ए फार्मेसी? देखिए, जब जब कोई काम करता है, whenever any person's works, definitely there is a chances, there is a probability of an error, of an accidental contaminations, especially when we are formulating any products, when we deals with a dispensing of a product, supply of a medicines, तो इन जगह गलतियां होने की चांसेस है। बट हम एक काम कर सकते हैं, each and every steps should be cross checked, और इस तरह से we shall maintain a good conduct of pharmacy। Third objectives of a pharmacist in relation to his job is to handling of prescriptions। A pharmacist should receive a prescriptions without any comment on it that may cause an anxiety to the patients। No part of the prescription should be changed without the consent of the prescriber। In case of changing the prescription, should be referred back to the prescriber। Means whenever we are prescribing, तो बिना कस्टमर्स के, बिना पब्लिक के, जो जिसने हमें प्रिस्क्रिप्शन दिया है, आवर बेसिक रोल एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज, कि बिना उस पर्सन के कंसर्न के हम कोई भी उस प्रिस्क्रिप्शन में चेंजेस नहीं कर सकते हैं। To make a change, definitely contact, have a call, have a talk with that customers, with that public who have bring that particular prescription। बिना उसकी इजाज़त के आप अपने मन से कोई भी प्रिस्क्रिप्शन नहीं कर सकते हैं। हैंडलिंग ऑफ ड्रग्स, देखिए, द बेसिक रोल एंड responsibilities of every pharmacist is to prescribe the drug, to dispense the drug, to maintain a proper handling of drugs। So, सबसे पहली चीज़ तो ड्रग्स का जो डिस्पेंसिंग होनी चाहिए, It should be in a proper manner, it should be in a cross-checked manner, or definitely we have to fulfill the standard quality of a drug. स्टैंडर्ड क्वालिटी ऑफ a ड्रग मॉनिटर होना चाहिए, केयरफुली डिस्पेंस होनी चाहिए. अप्रेंटिस फार्मासिस्ट लास्ट ऑब्जेक्टिव्स. Experienced pharmacists should provide all the facilities for practical training of the apprentice pharmacist. So, to maintain, to regulate apprentice pharmacist, definitely प्रायर बेसिस ये होना चाहिए कि पहले तो हम एक्सपीरियंस फार्मासिस्ट लेंगे, सो दैट फ्रॉम दैट पर्टिकुलर एक्सपीरियंस फार्मासिस्ट all practical trainings to the apprentice should be fulfilled. All the conditions regarding the of the practical training to the apprentice pharmacist can be well maintained. Until and unless the apprentice pharmacist proves himself or herself, certificates should not be granted to him or her. ऑब्वियस सी बात है, जब तक कोई फार्मासिस्ट, अप्रेंटिस फार्मासिस्ट खुद को प्रूफ न कर पाए या कर पाई कि दे आर नाउ एक्चुअली ट्रेन, तब तक हमें उन्हें अब सर्टिफिकेट प्रोवाइड नहीं करना चाहिए. फार्मासिस्ट इन रिलेशंस टू हिज ट्रेड. जब हम ट्रेड के बारे में बात करते हैं तो डेफिनेटली वी हैव टू डील विद प्राइस स्ट्रक्चर्स, फेयर ट्रेड प्रैक्टिस. प्राइस स्ट्रक्चर्स की बात करते हैं तो डेफिनेटली द कॉस्ट ऑफ a particular drug should be monitored. कॉस्ट में ड्रग के अलावा ड्रग की क्वालिटी, ड्रग की क्वांटिटी एंड एज ए लेबर या स्किल क्या रिक्वायर हो रही है, डेफिनेटली ऑल दीज मैटर्स शुड बी properly checked and should be properly discussed regarding the charging of a price of a drug. Fair trade practice. So, pharmacist relations to his trade. तो फॉर फेयर ट्रेड प्रैक्टिस जो प्रैक्टिस होना चाहिए ऐसे फार्मासिस्ट प्रोफेशंस, फार्मासिस्ट बिजनेस, इट शुड बी फेयर प्रैक्टिस. If a customer brings a prescription by mistake, which should be genuinely by some other pharmacy, the pharmacist should refuse to accept the prescriptions. Definitely, अगर प्रिस्क्रिप्शन गलती से दूसरे फार्मेसी से आता है, then definitely the role of a pharmacist is to refuse to accept that prescription. ये मेन responsibility है towards relations to his trade. Imitations of copying of the labels, trademarks and other signs or symbols of other pharmacies should not be done. ये हमारी सेकंड मोस्ट ऑब्जेक्टिव्स है of each and every pharmacist in relations to his trade. When we talk about a purchase of a drug, definitely pharmacists should buy drugs from genuine and reputable sources. When we talk about advertising and display, so advertising and display should be monitored. Here we are. देखिए, pharmacist in relations to medical professions. सो जब हम मेडिकल प्रोफेशंस की बात करते हैं तो डेफिनेटली देयर इज ए वेरियस लिमिटेशंस ऑफ प्रोफेशनल एक्टिविटी. लिमिटेशंस ऑफ प्रोफेशनल एक्टिविटीज में प्रोफेशनल एक्टिविटी ऑफ द मेडिकल प्रैक्टिशनर्स एज वेल एज द फार्मासिस्ट शुड बी कन्फाइंड टू देयर ओन फील्ड ओनली. भाई मेडिकल प्रोफेशनल्स का जो प्रोफेशनल एक्टिविटी है ही शुड परफॉर्म. फार्मासिस्ट की जो प्रोफेशनल एक्टिविटी है ही शुड परफॉर्म. मीन्स बेसिकली हम दूसरे का काम करने से बेहतर जो काम हमें असाइन किया है वो हमें अच्छी तरह से निभाना चाहिए. मीन्स एज ए फार्मासिस्ट वी शुड कन्फाइन toward our own roles and responsibilities towards the general public, towards the customers, towards the healthcare. We have to deal with that professions. Medical practitioners should not possess drug stores and pharmacists should not diagnose disease and prescribe remedies. ये बेसिक ऑब्जेक्टिव्स होना चाहिए टू हिज प्रोफेशंस. क्लैंडस्टाइन अरेंजमेंट के हिसाब से ए फार्मासिस्ट शुड नॉट एंटर इनटू ए सीक्रेट अरेंजमेंट्स और मेक ए कॉन्ट्रैक्ट विद ए फिजिशियंस बाय ऑफरिंग हिम एनी कमीशंस और एनी एडवांटेजेस. क्लैंडस्टाइन अरेंजमेंट के हिसाब से ईच एंड एवरी फार्मासिस्ट should not enter into a secret arrangement or make a contract with any physicians, with any medical professionals by offering him or her any commissions or any advantages. Pharmacist in relations to medical professions mean license with public. पहली चीज तो pharmacist should always maintain a proper link between physicians and between people. Pharmacists should advise the physicians on pharmaceutical matters and should educate the peoples regarding healthcare and hygiene. To provide an information acquired by a pharmacist during his professional activities should not disclose to any third party until and unless required to do so by law. लॉ एंड ऑर्डर के हिसाब से अगर कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन थर्ड पार्टी को नहीं देनी है देन डेफिनेटली यू आर नॉट लायबल टू disclose any information to third party until and unless required to do so by law and order. फॉर्म प्रोफेशनल विजिलेंस. डेफिनेटली जब मेडिकल प्रोफेशंस की बात करते हैं फार्मासिस्ट रिलेशंस रिगार्डिंग मेडिकल प्रोफेशनल्स तो प्रोफेशनल विजिलेंस A pharmacist must abide by the pharmaceutical laws, and he also should see that other pharmacists are abiding it. मीन्स प्रोफेशनल विजिलेंस को मॉनिटर करेंगे, विथ रिगार्ड्स टू लॉस एंड रेगुलेशंस फॉलो करेंगे. लॉ अबाइडिंग सिटीजन्स definitely fair knowledge of the laws of the country pertaining to food, pertaining to drug, pertaining to pharmacy, health, sanitation, each and everything is to be monitored. In relations to medical professions की बात करें तो definitely relations with professional organizations. हमारा basic role and responsibilities as a pharmacist is to be actively involved in professional organizations. We should advance towards the cause of such organizations. डेकोरम एंड प्रोप्राइटरी के बारे में जब हम बात करते हैं तो डेफिनेटली फार्मासिस्ट का बेसिक रोल है दैट दे शुड नॉट इंडल्ज इन डूइंग एनीथिंग दैट गोस बियॉन्ड, दैट गोस अगेंस्ट द डेकोरम एंड प्रोप्राइटरी ऑफ फार्मेसी प्रोफेशंस. व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट अ फार्मासिस्ट ओथ, so definitely each and every pharmacist should feel free, should feel no hesitation in assuming the pharmacist oath. में कोई हेजिटेशन नहीं होना चाहिए एज ए फार्मासिस्ट टू वर्क एज ए फार्मासिस्ट ओथ, टू फॉलो फार्मासिस्ट ओथ. Pharmacist oath involves, I swear by the Code of Ethics of Pharmacy Council of India in relations in regard to the community healthcare, and shall act as an integral part of a healthcare team. I shall uphold the laws and standards governing my professions. Definitely ऐसे फार्मासिस्ट हमारा रोल होना चाहिए कि we should work towards the code of ethics of PCI, Pharmacy Council of India, as a healthcare team. Definitely we should always uphold the laws uh, and standards governing our professions. We shall strive towards to make it perfect and enlarge our knowledge so that we can contribute to the further advancement of a pharmacy professions and healthcare. Definitely we should follow the systems, follow the disciplinary actions, the basic principles and objectives which we should consider best for each and every pharmaceutical care and counseling of patients. जब भी हम पेशेंट्स की काउंसलिंग कर रहे हैं, पेशेंट्स की हेल्थ केयर के बारे में हम काम कर रहे हैं, then definitely we have to take the following considerations, the best considerations regarding counseling of a patients. We shall endeavor to discover and manufacture the drugs of good quality standards, so that we will be able to alleviate the sufferings of humanity, of human healthcare. This, as a pharmacist, our role and responsibility is that we should hold in confidence the knowledge gained about the patients in connections with our professional practice and never divulge unless compelled to do so by the law. We shall also associate with organizations having the objectives for the betterment of the professions of pharmacy and make better contributions to carry out the work of those organizations. Definitely, our role and responsibilities, our objectives is to work as a better, to make a better, best performer as a pharmacy professor, to contribute much more better, much better prior so that we can improve our pharmacy professors. We should improve ourselves towards that particular pharmacy organizations. While I continue to keep this oath unviolated और जब भी हम ये फार्मासिस्ट ओथ को अनवायलेट करते हैं may it be granted me to enjoy life and the practice of pharmacy respected by all at all times. Should I trespass and violate this path, may the reverse be my lot. So these are all the we have discussed about the pharmacist oath, code of pharmaceutical ethics, its morals. So for today we have discussed the pharmacist code of pharmaceutical ethics, then classification of a code of pharmaceutical ethics, and then pharmacist oath. So here I stop with this. Thank you.